Hello, hello, hello. It's been a while. DS, good evening. How you doing? Let me know if everything's okay. Hopefully everything is running smoothly. Hopefully I'm not. Looks like I might be breaking up there, but I shouldn't be. I'm plugged into thing. So give me a sound check there. Let me know everything's going okay. Everything sound okay? I look real body over here, so I'm not sure if it's me on my side or if it's actually coming through okay. Roger that. Okay, so I just have to get on here and talk about this. Like, I just seen Brad post another fucking video of craziness. Okay. Um, by the way, the link in Brad's video sends you to somebody that he gets money from, and not once did he mention where you actually get this nuke alert thing from. So, if you go back many years ago, I talked about this and why I have one. And there's been a couple people who are big YouTubers, and they're putting out, well, one was misinformation because they weren't informed. They were trying to sell you a product, which they get commission for. And then Brad, our fear porn master, has came out with a video, and he's showing you his fear porn. So, anyways, let's talk about it, right? So, the Nuke Alert is sold by Nuke, N-U-K, A-L-E-R-T, scrolling across the bottom, and then a link in the side chat there on StreamYard. It is a radiation monitor and alarm. Okay, so what he done with his was put it in the freezer, which he said he done. And usually what happens is if you leave it in your car and it's cold outside, it'll just click faster. Otherwise, it usually goes click, 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 click. However, not what I was coming on here to biatch about, because he refuses to tell you, as do other people, that if you go to the aforementioned website that's scrolling across the bottom of the screen, you will get free information, as like the good news about nuclear destruction. So you can learn about nuclear destruction and how it's not going to kill everybody. We'll get back to that. Anyways, so he's trying to pimp his stuff through some other company instead of sending you to a place where you can get free information that would calm a lot of people down and keep them from being irate and worried that they're going to die if something happens. Now, granted, if you're in a big city, you're kind of SOL. Furthermore, anyways, we'll go ahead and read some of this stuff. So the Nuke Alert is made in the USA. On the website he posted, it's $159 plus shipping and handling. On the website I posted, it's $160, but you get free shipping. All right, it's been tested and verified by the Naval Air Warfare Center. It's always on and has a 10-year battery replacement. I don't have mine on me. I think it's actually still in the car. It has a range from 100 millirads an hour to 500 rads an hour. And it's, it's going to chirp only whenever it senses radiation. So the tick tick is not the same sound that it makes whenever it actually senses radiation. So if you buy depleted uranium to test it with, and you sit it by it, it will obviously go off, right? So, anyways, it also picks up gamma and X-rays from 20 keV to above 2 MeV. So if you had it in, say, an X-ray in your pocket, if somehow that you got it in there, they let you keep it on, then it would also go off while you're in getting an X-ray. Sensitivity includes higher emergency radiation levels. Good evening, sir. How are we doing? I got one screen here that I'm looking at, and I'm reading off another one, so forgive me. The alarm chirp responds to the chart on the back of the device, so it will make a chirp, which he done stupidly by putting it in the freezer. That chirp will get louder and louder, corresponding with the millirads per hour or rads per hour. What else? It is also standard for the military EMP. So the other guy that was talking about it said that, he keeps it in a Faraday cage and all this other great stuff. Well, that's great, but it's also supposedly EMP proof. So you don't have to keep it locked away in a Faraday cage to find out whether or not you're dying of radiation. And so on and so forth. So anyways, it's a 61 decibel speaker volume, so it'll get really friggin' loud. And to get the gangster out of there. It'll continuously alarming on the highest alert level for 3 months, but you'll already be cooked from the inside by then. So yeah, non-alarming, it'll last for about 10 to 15 years, and it goes click, click ever so often. After 10 years, if it stops clicking, you can sit it in and have a free battery replacement. I think you just have to pay for shipping and handling. It has a patented CDS photoresistor coupled with a rare earth phosphorus scintillator, SCINTILLATOR. It's been hermetically sealed, radiation transparent, abrasion resistant ADS plastic. And accuracy is in plus or minus of 1 chirp. Response time and dose rate is dependent. 3 to 4 minutes at 100 millirads per hour, or seconds at rads per hour. And it's going to go off and tell you, hey, you're screwed. And then the accumulated dose chart in the back will tell you what you need to do. Good evening, Walter Davis, Critical Thinking, Guns Coast to Coast, checking in, but listening in the background. I'm by no means an expert on radioactive fallout or all things nuclear. I do not have a degree. I did go to school for this, and things have changed. So, but EMP immunity, this does meet, like I said, it's mil standard 461D, as in Delta, Romeo Sierra 105, and it's functional after 5K rads, so 5,000 rads an hour for 2 hours. So it'll still function after you're long burnt up from the inside out. It'll work down to -20 to +50 C, and it's a little over 1.75 inches by 1.25 inches by 0.75 inches high, and it weighs less than an ounce. Anyways, there you go. There, I just gave you the fucking free info that you need to know. Now, if you go to this place, they also sell potassium iodide. They have free guides. The good news about nuclear destruction. What to do if nuclear imminent disaster is imminent. So you can go there. And then it leads down a rabbit hole for all things that you want to know. They also calibrate all this fancy equipment, like your dosimeters. You have dosimeters? Well, this tells you how much you've taken in your body because you wear it on a lapel. All right? So you can't just go strictly off of the little pocket thing that we were talking about. But these here will tell you. This will also tell you, Brad, but you have to have it calibrated. And guess what? This place that I'm talking about will also calibrate this stuff for you and check it for you so that you know that it works. And they don't sell water filters. Just saying. Give people the information instead of having them go to your website and buy your shit or get money from somebody else, because this is not something to joke around with. People stay up at night thinking about this shit. And you just, what I'm doing to prepare, and you should too. Well, not everybody knows this shit, and you're just giving them places for them to go buy junk that they're not ever going to know how to use. And it's not going to do them any good if they don't know how to use it, because you're not giving them the free information that goes along with it. I used to know a guy that worked with x-ray machines. Probably should find him. So the moral of the story here is if you really are concerned about a nuclear fallout disaster, you should probably have some high-tech gear, right? Not just some keychain. You should also have the information to tell you how to use gear and also how to build a shelter, because all this shit means absolutely nothing if you can't build a hasty shelter and get underground. I'm thoroughly amazed at the fear porn that they keep pumping out and just keep pumping out. He was black and had white radiation burns all over him. That's great. You're blending into the background when you held up the other items. It's just two different, the 777 meter and the 715, the CDV 715. And these are just Geiger counters. So I have two different kinds. One has a probe, and this one doesn't have a probe. So I just can't understand why we keep you like. I'm not trying to sell you anything, and if it makes you sleep better at night, I would rather you know the information than try to send you to a website that I have an affiliate link for and sell you something through fear porn. I have affiliate links through all kinds of stuff. You want to buy a freeze dryer? Do the drop down box below. There's an affiliate link for my freeze dryer if you want to buy a Harvest Right freeze dryer. But this is not something you want to play around with if people are really deathly afraid of. I mean, why would you do that to people and make them pay you $5 a month? It's just beyond me. So what's everybody doing? It's been a while. Sorry I haven't been on. I've been super busy. There's a whole bunch of junk in the background, as you can see, breaking through the false screen there. So people are really worried about this, and it, rightly so. It could happen. It could not. But I'd rather people spend time reading a book and figuring out how to build a shelter than going out and buying all this fancy gear and then thinking they're going to be okay sitting in their house with some fucking sandbags. You got to start somewhere, and starting somewhere would be with a shelter, whether it's a stick, and a lot of this stuff's on here for free. I don't know how you feel about the guy, but Southern Prepper One has told some videos that seem informative and has info on what to do if you don't have a high dollar gear. Yeah, I like Southern Prepper One, but he's the one that said it wasn't EMP proof, and he's also pushing the sell of it. I like the little keychain. It's very great to have, but he keeps his in a Faraday cage, and it's EMP proof. Yeah, like, I get it. You know people, you want to make some money. I understand that. But like, people are really worried about this shit. Like, it's not like whenever I was a kid, you do the whole duck and cover underneath the desk and kiss your ass goodbye. People are really worried about this. I think you can still watch a documentary the day after free on YouTube's. So my thing is like, all these guys that have big channels are promoting the sale of this keychain, right? And it's a good keychain, Evening Broken Patriot. But they're not giving you the full picture, right? They want you to pay for this free information that they're going to put on their Patreon account. Now there is some things that you can't put out on the internet, like I had the PDFs I have, like I can't just put them out there because they'll take them down, right? But a lot of this stuff is free information, and they're purposely not Southern Prepper One. I just think he didn't do very good research on it. Just because people were hammering him about what they should get. But he didn't figure out how the horses lived, and they were outside, but the people died. So I just wanted to tell people, because my last video was shit and broke up. And I did a video on this a while back too, several years ago, but like, I'm not trying to say anything. And if you're really worried about it, here's where you go. Go there. Spread this like wildfire, because I don't want to see these fucks making money off of fear porn. I mean, really? I get it if you want to make money, but don't make it off somebody's fear. It's just super disturbing. Like, Southern Prepper One may have been, he I don't think he's selling fear porn, but he did, he was telling people, I keep this one here in a Faraday cage, and I should probably carry one around. This is what you want to carry around, and then instead of having your, carrying around an actual Geiger counter. So they're EMP resistant, according to the website. So why wouldn't you carry it around? It's just misinformation, and he may not have had time to do the research, but I wish he would have, because I like Southern Prepper One. However, Brad, my homie with the fucking fear porn queen, he's sending you to his Berkey affiliate dealer to make money, and he's not telling you anything else. Like, he's telling you stuff, but it's really fucking useless information. Whenever you can go here and educate yourself on what you should be doing. So if you go down the rabbit hole on this Nuke Alert page, you can find out how to order potassium iodide if they still have it. You can get their combo package. It's like $1,000, but it gets you 2 keychains, dosimeters, ThyroSafe, radiation masks, hard copies of all the books that I have and everybody else has, and a triage card that you can carry around in your wallet. Brad must be having a lot of fun at a party. I just don't understand, man. Like, it just really chaps my fucking ass that people are fucking going crazy thinking we're going to get nuked. And he is feeding into it. There's 23,000 people viewing that video today. So if he makes 10% off of that, you do the math. And the place that he's pimping out, they sell it for $159 and then charge you $10 shipping, because shipping costs are up. Or you can go to this website where they actually manufacture and test the gear. They're the only place that still does calibration on the equipment and fixes the stuff and gives you all the free info. And you can get it for free shipping. So they do have ThyroSafe left. What's up, Tony? You can get their rad triage cards with 2 ThyroSafe potassium iodide tablets for $85 with priority mail shipping, but you have to PayPal them. So they're accepting PayPal. They also tell you the dosage rate, so you don't have to go search it out. Evening, Saints. How we doing? So, I don't know. It's just a whole lot of dumb shit going on, and like, you can't sell people free porn, like free porn, fear porn. So they have a special too, or if you're a first responder, you can get a 10 free cards, or like a safety company. You can request them, and they'll give you free radiation monitor meter cards. So it's like the dosimeters. Free porn, click link right. They also have the Kearney fallout meter. that you can purchase ready to use, like the old one that they teach you about how to make in the can, which is free knowledge on here. You can go in here and look and find out how to make one. The radiation mask is something interesting. It covers your eyes and your face. Now, I don't know anything about that. This is something new they put up there, but it says it minimizes eye contamination, seals face completely, and you peel and stick it to your face, and it reduces all kinds of allergens, dust, mold, insulation, viruses, bacteria, and flu. Well, that one might work for the cerveza bug, if we're allowed to say that word anymore. Just all the free information, man. It's worth it to go here and look and go down the rabbit hole. And then whatever you can't find here, you can find, because I have all the PDFs on Patreon. They even got those shitty. Too many started out really good and then figured out how to make money, and now it's kind of suck. It just fucking annoys the fuck out of me. Like, I do these videos and try to help people out. If you want to buy something, there's links below. I'm not going to send you to a website where I'm going to make fucking money off something you're going to die from. If you want to buy a freeze dryer, yeah, I'll make some money off that. If you want to buy, I don't know, whatever else, like a Berkey water filter, yeah, I can. Yeah, I only buy black. Yeah, what's up there, Black Yeti? Yeah, he was here whenever we watched the video, and I just had to fucking make this. So yeah, you just gotta this guy. I haven't been used to using this for a while, so I don't know how to do it, but you can go to Rad Shelters for You, and it tells you how to make free fallout shelter plans, books, guides, and everything you need to do to download to learn. Let me see if I can copy that and I'll post it up. I can't do it in the other chat. No. Don't start with you. Don't start there. No. Shit. Let's go to YouTube. And my video's not up. They want like $150 for a set of filters right now. Yeah, they went up 30%. I can't even sell them to you for anything under that because they want it to be that much. So I don't know why the filters went up, because the stainless steel was the problem. Yeah, it's on sale. So I do have in the description box for the video the nukealert.com, but if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you'll find nukealert.com, radsheltersforyou.com, radmeters4u, ki4u.com, and that's the links at the bottom of the page of Nuke Alert that will send you to everything you need to go. So put out the information to people so that fucking people will stop buying this shit from these retards. Oh, I'm so happy that you told me all this information. Please take my money. Please take my money, Brad. Please. I only buy mascarpone. Just picked up a what the fuck? J-Talk rifle this weekend. Put some Troy 45 irons on her and a SIG scope. Fuck Troy. Troy can go to hell and eat a fat dick. 3 years ago, they fucked me out of my rifles. They gave me a discount code through text message and then allowed me to check out with it. And then 3 weeks later, they called and said, well, we can't do this anymore because the coupons didn't stack, but they didn't have that in their thing. So I was like, no, I'll just wait for my shit, keep my money, and I'm going to get it. And they canceled my order. So fuck Troy. Troy Industries can eat a fat dick. Never buy from them again. As a matter of fact, I blocked them on everything. I did a video on it, and it should be up on YouTube somewhere, where I recorded the dumb bitch telling me that Oh, well, we can't do it for that. You can, because you sent me a text message, and because I was a customer and bought a lot of shit from you, and then my coupon didn't stack, so you fucked me out of my purchases. They may be, and I'm not saying that Troy's a great company, but they fucked me over, and I will never use them again. So they could be rock solid all they want to be, but once they ass rape you over a purchase that they sent you via email and text message, yeah, I won't ever use them again. Never, 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 never. So good to you, but fuck them. They also have these nasty ass on nukealert.com. They have this MRE pallet load of factory drop fucking 48 cases of that nasty MRE food that we used to get in those big fucking cans that they'd heat them up in the warm heaters. You know, like the vegetable flavored protein bacon and the eggs. Very nasty. But you could eat it, I guess. 7 to 10 year shelf life. Blech. I don't think the dogs will eat it. There's also a national incident notification service. Gives you terrorism alerts and advisories directly to your mobile device. And this is all on their pages. So it's a lot to take in at once. So like go there and scroll through everything. I wouldn't buy one of their rifles really. I would get Sharps Brothers. I don't. That's why I don't buy Gucci shit anymore, because like you're gonna treat me like that after I was a customer all those years, and then you're gonna backdoor me because you fucked up. Not gonna happen. So not gonna happen. It takes 7 to 10 years to leave your colon. No, it'll leave real quick out both ends. That's those nasty ass MREs that come in the cans. Jesus, they're so nasty. When we were deployed, they had them in the fucking field, and they'd talk about disgusting. Like there's some MREs I won't eat, and that's right up there in the top one. So, but if you're interested, they're there. And I don't get anything for them, so there you go. Don't call me whenever they make you sick as shit. So let's click on what to do. What to do if a nuclear disaster is imminent. The guide to families preparing for imminent terrorist or strategic nuclear attacks with expected blast destruction followed by widespread radioactive fallout downwind. No, it was vegetable flavored protein bacon bits in nasty ass eggs. Very disgustingly nasty ass eggs. If evacuation is truly a viable option, do not wait. Go now. The rabbit cage is done. I'm waiting on some parts, like the plastic thing that goes around the door trim. I have 3 cages built together. I'm going to hang those up. I'm just waiting on the stuff to come in the mail. Like I ordered some door holders, like the door locks that are specifically for the 1x1 wire. The plastic things that go around the door so that I don't get cut up, and neither do the rabbits if I have to take them out and deal with them or anything. And I have all the waterers and the feed trays and all that stuff. It was 27 degrees here, and we were working on other things. Me and Black Yeti were doing a class today for food preservation and stuff. So we were teaching some youngins how to store foods in bulk. How many of those Brad views were from kids or kids from the Europes? I don't know. I just really feel bad that people are getting taken advantage of whenever the resources are out there and you don't know where to look, because you truly have a big channel that you could spread the word, but you're refusing to because you're going to make a buck. So, I mean, it's not like that's something you don't ever do it off fear. If you sell something, like I'm not going to sell you something on fear. If you want to buy something and you think that I have an affiliate code for it, please use it. But don't, I'm not going to go here now. It's my, and he doesn't tell you that it's an affiliate link, which I think is bullshit. But we went and looked, and you can ask Black Yeti if we went and looked, and sure as shit, it was something he has an affiliate code to, or he's a dealer or whatever, and he's pimping the product to you, but he's scaring the shit out of you right out the gate. What are you doing? Because this is what I'm doing. And he has a brand new one. And if you see mine, you could tell it's been on my keychain for years. And you know that I've had it and I've used it and kept it with me. I've even called them because I didn't know that it done the clicking noise. And they talked to me for an hour about what it does and everything else about it, because I had no clue. And this was years ago when I first got it, and I left it in the car, and I came back out, and it was like 20 degrees outside, and it was going click, 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 real fast. And I was like, oh fuck, what's up? Now I didn't want to go break out the Geiger counters because they were put away at the time, but you know. See, people are lazy, people are sheep, can't help them all. Yeah, but he's got a reach of 23,000 people watch that. So you could hire a social media promoter that will drop thousands of views a day for a small fee. My sister does it for horseback riders and sports people. I can pay, like on my website, I have a thing that I can pay to have Google put me in the top of the search, the top 10 searches. And he doesn't blink. Good evening, Jay Sparks. How we doing? I mean, I could pay for all that. I don't, because I don't feel like I need to. So, but he doesn't have a website that I know of. But he sells enough products through his fear porn that he probably doesn't have to have one. I mean, shit, if I was getting $10,000 a month off of selling you some kind of shit that you don't need, you need a shelter before you need a nuke alert, then yeah, I mean, don't trade your cow for some of Brad's magic beans. He's still in Florida right now anyways, there, Saps. Are there sanctions on Russian bot farms? Are there sanctions on Russian bot farms? Bot flies? Or like the bots that go out and give you views? I'm special today. So what's everybody's consensus, since I got some people in here now? 8 watching. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think they're going to get nuked? Do you think we're going to get a bot farms? Okay, so that's, yeah, okay. I was just curious. They may have a bot farm bot fly farm for like, because they feed those to animals. That's why I was curious. But I understand. I got you now. Does anybody believe that we're going to get any kind of nukes? Are you doing anything different? Because we are. Or may. What's the consensus among the intelligent people of my peer group here of YouTube buddies? Buy Fiji water. I have a link below to where it's 3 times the price and you can buy it. And I'll send it to you for $29.95. That's shipping handling, What I'm doing now. Honestly, no. No nukes. They're just use hackers to shut the grids down. No electricity, no internet, and the world will collapse. Okay. I just like to be It's a lot easier that way, and I think that way too. I just like NBC stuff, so I don't think we will. Yeah, I'm not in the camp that I agree with Patriot and Dark. Yeah, I don't think we'll actually get a nuclear warhead or anything. EMP would be the best way to do it, I guess. But, uh, you know, I still like to have some of the equipment. It's not that expensive. And like Black Yeti will tell you, I'd rather have it and not need it. And I know that's a term everybody says. But I didn't get it overnight. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that pisses me off. Like the 10 things that I should get now. Well, if you can't pay your bills and you can't keep the electric on and you can't pay your water bill and shit like that, you don't need to get anything but try to get some more food. Maybe catch your bills up. Maybe get a side gig and do something productive, But before you get a nuke alert, you should probably learn how to fucking survive if the bomb does come. And they're not telling them that. Or just buy my shit. You need this. And if you're getting a rotogen per hour, like he said, like the sickness is going to come on real fucking quick. You're probably not going to be able to walk away from that, because depending on where you are, if you're close enough by to where the radiation's that fucking high, what did it take? Like, somebody help me here. Did it take like 3 hours for the soldiers to die at Chernobyl after they went back and threw chunks of the reactor back in? And they were wearing lead suits, or lead smocks and stuff. So if you look back at history, it's a real fucking eye opener there. If you're that fucking close, you're probably not gonna be worried about that. You'd probably be safer. You would be safer to have a fallout shelter, whether it's one you dug and made yourself, than that $160 tick 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 thing, right? Because you'll obviously be aware if a nuclear bomb goes off, right? Either one, you're vaporized, or you'll find out real quick. I mean, if anything, I would be listening to the radio, shortwave radio, news. Like I said, that they do have a service. Where was it at? National Incident Notification Service that you pay for. It's called Alerts, ALERTS USA, and it provides notifications of terrorism threats, warnings, and advisories right to your phone. And how that one works, I'm pretty sure, is that if I buy, let's say I buy a nuclear monitoring system and I put it in my house and I put it online, well, then they will pay you a small amount. Good evening, Bikes and Bullets. How we doing, sir? They'll pay you a small amount for them to allow them to communicate with that device. So if there's one in the Sears Tower or whatever the fuck it's called in Chicago, somebody put it there, then this thing communicates with this national incident notification service. So if there's a biological threat or a nuclear threat, you'll get the notification from the company. It's not from the government, because the government's not going to tell you until it's too fucking late. More than likely. I'm going to assume that they're not going to tell you until it's already dropped. Hoorah. Semper Fi there, Anonymous American. How we doing this evening? So if that's something you're interested in too. Once again, I'm not making a fucking dime off this. I just want this to get out, and I want people to be able to sleep at night, because there's people that I know that never cared about preparing or being self-sufficient or anything, that are more worried about this than their day-to-day life. So top 10 things, books, knowledge, and a couple more real books, more knowledge. Yeah, I mean, we talked about that today in the class I gave. Books are going to be like the one kid, he was talking about, well, I'm just going to print them all off. Okay. And I done that when I first started out back in the 90s. I printed them off because I didn't have the money to afford to buy them. But I was buying a $40 printer, printing off till the ink ran out and throwing that printer away and buying it because it was cheaper to buy the printer with the ink cartridges than it was to buy the ink. So, and then you got to buy the clear sleeves. Then you got to buy the 3-ring binder. And it turns out just to be a pain in the ass. So I said, look, buy a book every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks you get paid. Buy a book. And so that's what I was telling him. He's like, yeah, well, that makes sense, but I still want to print some off. And I'm like, yeah, good evening, Mule. How are we doing, sir? But like the $700 book that I wanted, I'm not going to pay $700 for it when you can download it as a PDF and print it off. So therefore, I done that and printed it off. But Saints and Sappers dehydrated water. We have lots of the desert to sell too. Walked around the job with the Geiger counter after building an X-ray room in a factory. It was very surprising where the radiation reflected to. It was everywhere. Slowly got it all contained. Awesome. Fantastic, sir. Decontamination is a massive operation. Must shower, shave, and just saying, nobody's selling decon systems you can afford. Just stock lots of baking soda, man. You still need the 3, like when we were talking about this in Morning Muster way back when COVID hit, you still got to have a 3-step process to decontaminate, which will work the same for chemical, radiological, and biological stuff. Digging the green screen. It's not really a green screen, but that's one of my old things that I put up when I did mornings. Saints, you do the best of your ability, I guess. Clean the best of your ability, I would say. Yeah. And basically, you need sodium bicarbonate to decontaminate all the cracks and crevices and wash off really well. If you inhaled it, you're pretty well going to be cooking. I bought a pack of Home Depot coveralls, $25 dust masks and goggles, all the stuff I can use later at home run models. Yeah, don't buy it just because you need to buy it for NBC, because if it's not dual purpose, what's the hell's the use of having it? And really, if you can find the old charcoal suits that were issued for mop gear, that's what you more likely need. But then again, you don't have, for the biological stuff, or you don't have the 2-PAM chloride and atropine. But definitely nobody's talking about that as well. The decontamination. The link in the description box below leads to one of the places, Joel Skousen. His books are really phenomenal with teaching you all the stuff that you need to know. They're expensive. But like I said, you can get a lot of the information from this website and for free. But the Joel Skousen page teaches you how to build all this stuff. They even update the information you need to have for a nuclear fallout shelter, as far as like gear, where to buy the air circulators, and the whole ball of wax. You can buy full mop gear sealed on Amazon in digital tops and bottoms for less than $100. See, there you go. Now it's hot as shit, and I'd have to shave, and that would really piss me off. So I will go with a paper, PAPR, just because it forces air in, and I'm old, and I don't want to have to fucking fight and breathe through a charcoal canister. Plus, and I don't have to shave all my beard off either. It's hot, but works. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So, yeah. I mean, I was just pissed, and I had to get that off my chest because, if people are worried about it, give them the information. If you want them to support you for other reasons, then beg for money later. But don't sell them something in fear. And most of you guys know this shit because you were in the military too. So that always helps. Where did I see? I seen those Tyvek suits somewhere. And I don't remember what they were for. but it was some random thing that you would never think to look for a Tyvek suit. Maybe it's for crop spraying or something. And they had them in like fat body sizes too. So, like us big guys could buy them and wear them if you wanted to. It's not going to stop the radiation from penetrating through your body, but if you were close to a hot zone, but it definitely keep you clean whenever you came back into your shelter. Is that the guy that's up north? Brad? No, he's down south. He's currently in Florida. I think. That's where he keeps saying he's at. It's almost like they created the pandemic to make shortages of NBC gear. Yeah, I mean, well, as you know, as we all know that have had NBC training, even small amounts of it, just regular, like I basically lived at the fucking gas chamber for almost a year with Gunner and taught and learned everything I could on Camp Geiger. So anyways, like they don't teach that to the normal population. Most people wouldn't care anyways, but there's so many things that they missed out on. Just like whenever I would go to places and people were wearing those masks, and I'm like, yo, and they're wearing a veteran hat, and I'm like, yo, that's bullshit, right? But some of them were Vietnam dudes, and they didn't give them NBC training. So, but you got all these people, even old people, are like just scared to death of it. But the World War II guys and the Korea guys knew about gas masks because they were using mustard gas. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just it's a nightmare, especially with just how people are preying on people. It was a gardening supply place. I was there and we saw them, but I don't remember the site name. Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't know if you were with me. Garden supply place. Shit. Yeah, but they had big body sizes, but it was for spraying. So yeah, anyways, that's about it. It's almost been an hour. How's everybody been? Sorry I haven't been on. Been busy as all get outs. Trying to do 2 different things. 3 or 4 different things actually. Amazon has micro porous dust cover hauls 3X for $35, 5-pack. Sweet. Yeah. It doesn't matter, Anonymous. I appreciate it if you do the thumbs up, but the algorithms are going to screw me because I said fuck 93 times in an hour. Been missing videos, honestly. I just don't have time, really. Like today, I mean, I had people here coming at 1, and I barely made it back in time, just because I had shit to do to prepare for it. I went and bought stuff to do the. We did some long-term food storage. Showed a couple methods on how to store rice, beans, flour, sugar. What else? I don't even remember what else. Exactly what we went through this, but we taught a class. Me and Black Yeti. Just taught a class on how to do that because people don't know how, and so we did a little quick class on that. I mean, it lasted about 2 hours, but talked about dehydration, how to dehydrate some stuff, how long that stuff lasts, what to use for. Ball came out with a new jar lid that's plastic and airtight. So started using those on stuff that we dehydrate. Just because the metal lids are so hard to come by still. And so we just started using the plastic reusable lids, and they're airtight and they don't leak. So That's good. Just good enough for the dehydrated foods, anyways. So great to see you, Iris. Thank you. Bikes. Assault Tyvek suits at Harbor Freight. Don't know how much faith I'd put in them, but they were there. I get the time thing. I don't make videos anymore. I try to do them. It's just so hard. Like, I really need a camera person. Just because, like, I'm doing 20 things at one time, so I mean, literally, I may only get an hour to work on something, and then I'm off to do something else, or I'll get pulled away to help somebody do something that they've never done before because, people stop and ask me questions, and we'll just go into that for an hour or two. Like, me and Black Yeti been trying to haul off some cans because cans are like $1 or something a pound. And I just had a whole bunch of them saved up because we were going to smelt them down and make bars out of them so we could use them on the end mill. But I could swore you were eaten by those monster-sounding critters in that video. Oh, my Muscovies? Yeah, I love those things. They're really pretty. They're well, we have a white one. She's white and black. But the rest of them are white, black, but they have really green iridescent colors on their feathers. But yeah, they're definitely if you don't know what the hell they are, they'll definitely startle you at nighttime. I just got a bunch of lids at the Dollar General. Check there. I have plenty of lids. Other people were talking about it. In Tennessee, they don't have them. I do buy them every time I see them. So, but I'm also buying the plastic lids. But there's no sense of putting the metal lids on dehydrated food because one, it gets eaten pretty quickly, or two, we don't keep it for a year because dehydrated food doesn't last that long. And if you put jerky in it, I mean, you might as well not even put a lid on it basically around here because people will eat the stuff before you get the lid sealed back up on it. So I think I bought 6 or 7 packs of the plastic lids the other day, and they had about 20 cases of normal size jar lids. And the hoarder in me wanted to buy them all, but I refrained and only bought 5 packs of the metal lids for the normal size, not the wide mouth. But now I may kick myself in the ass later for that, but and they were the Ball brand. So, but like I said, I just try to pick them up in between. I'm also learning how to do make the stuff after we dehydrate it into powders, so you can make. I have 72 Roma plants growing over there so far. They started pushing the plastic cover off the thing. I've started bitter lemon trees that grow in zone 6. Don't let him fool you. He eats the jerky faster than anyone. Well, I have to because everybody else eats that shit. I got a lot of exotic herbs like astragalus. It's called hangi. It's good for like anti-inflammatory stuff. I'm just trying to grow everything. Grow some more part. I'm going to put some more stuff in the herbal tea gardens, so we can have different kinds of teas. That's something Black Yeti was concerned with because everybody's addicted to caffeine. We won't have caffeine, so if like you can't find Diet Coke around here. My mother-in-law loves Diet Coke. She bitches about not getting Diet Coke, and so if you're going to have caffeine headaches, you should probably grow some kind of tea garden so you can have some kind of tea, right? I have a real lemon tree growing in one of the cabins, but I got a lot of seeds started, and I got to start more every day. So we're about 6 weeks out, I think is what it is. But I don't know. So hopefully you guys are starting your seeds, unless you're farther out. I don't even remember exactly all of what I planted so far. I got it wrote down over there, but got a lot of stuff planted. I bought more seed starts I use the solo cups, and I use my soldering iron to punch 3 holes in them, and use those to start growing in. You can put transplants in that or cuttings in them. So, any last bitches, moans, complaints? Thanks for everybody for checking in. I'll give you guys a few minutes here to voice any bitches, moans, and complaints, and then we'll get off here because I still have stuff to do. And Black Yeti went home, so I have to do it all by myself. Bitch. Very true, DS. Mainly suckers, though, because the safety suckers, because he's not allowed to have a sucker with just a stick on it, because babies are not allowed to have suckers with sticks on them because they'll swallow them. And we sure as fuck don't want him to choke to death and let Cackling come home be our Lord and Savior. Simplify to you too, brother. Appreciate you checking in. Hopefully you're doing well. Always buying new guns and shit. Patriot of the Dark has so many guns. I just don't know even what to say. He's like always got new guns, always putting out good content. I don't even know what to say, man. I gotta find out what his secret gig is and get in on that, because Guns Coast to Coast has got his gun room done. Looking good. Walter, I appreciate you checking in. Long time no see. Appreciate it. Big garden this year. Yes, Tony, for sure. All right, well, guys, I appreciate everybody checking in. Please share this video so that people can see that you can find free information and they don't have to live in fear and go buy some shit from cocksucker that is just trying to make $1 off their them being scared. So it's not Halloween, so send them to the right information. All right, guys and gals, give us a thumbs up, thumbs down, bitch, most complaints, leave them in the comment section below. I'm Irish USMC Vet. I appreciate each and every one of you. Simplify, Godspeed, and have a great evening. Be productive. Tomorrow's Monday. Be productive every day, not just because tomorrow's Monday. Thanks for watching, guys. Simplify, Godspeed. Peace.